Hi, I'm Kathy Dodson.
And I'm Jocelyn Lindsay. Welcome to another episode of 5 Minute Indie Insights, publishing tips and tricks in mostly 5 minutes because writing isn't waiting for another 60-minute video.
That's just way too long. You can write a lot
It's too
more than
long.
60 minutes.
It's too long.
All right, so it is the beginning of 2025, and Jocelyn and I have both already come up with our writer goals for the year. And we wanted to share those with you, and we want to encourage you, if you're the goal type person, to have your own writer goals for the year, because for me, it helps me stay on track. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Jocelyn, what are your goals for this year?
My goals right now are really simple. Stay sane and stay focused. I have a tendency to, no, that's not even a tendency. It's like part of what makes me the learner I am is that I'm always trying things, I'm always experimenting. And sometimes that takes me off the rails. And so I figure if I can just stay really focused on what I'm trying to achieve this year, and the big part of that for my writing is getting two books, books two and books three, out in my series, that that is like the big thing. If I can get those two things going, those are the big goals, and then there's a lots of little goals in between that I can do daily, but I have to look at the big picture, and then I go down to the little pictures and then back out again. So for me, the big picture is focus, sanity. I don't know if that's possible, and then getting these two books finished. And Kathy, I know you have a beautiful you have a beautiful diagram of your goals, and I am so envious of it, but I'm just not there. So let's look at yours, and I will be jealous of how beautiful yours is.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, and I found this template on Canva that I just loved. And the nice thing about it is that it has 7 goals. I don't know why I just put 4 fingers up, but and so that makes me really think about targeting these goals and not trying to do a million things. When it comes down to it, there are 7 big things, and I have one stretch goal. So 2025 goals. Reviews are really important to me. I've not been publishing long enough to have a really huge following, so I need my books to have social proof. Reviews is my metric for showing how well my books are doing. Not sales yet, but reviews. Someday, hopefully, these will all just be sales numbers, but right now it's too early in the game for that, right?
Yeah.
So I want each of my books that's been published for at least a year to have at least 100 reviews.
I want that one too. I'm going to take your number one as well.
Definitely.
Ditto.
Um, yeah, and so number 2, it's a goal that I consistently fail at. Write 1,000 words a day. I think 2 years ago I wrote 200,000 words. This last year I only wrote 130,000 words. But in the end, 130,000 words is a lot of words.
It's a lot of words.
And it really helps keep me on track, even if I don't quite ever make that goal.
Ditto.
Yeah. And so, like you, I want to publish. So I know my next book comes out on March 6th. It's Matador. It's the third in my series. I'm super excited about it. And it's out with beta readers right now.
Yeah.
And then I want to publish another book after that. It's a women's fiction. And sometime this summer. I don't know yet. The book is completely finished, but it needs to be edited and go through my whole huge process of getting ready to go to readers. And then I do have some sales goals, but they're not dollar sales goals. And I'll tell you why. Because right now I'm at a point where I'm still getting a lot of my orders through promos. So as I publish a new book, I'll do free promos on my last book, or on the first in the series, say, or whatever. I try to make it, match what I'm doing. So like when I did the second series, I was really fortunate to get a BookBub deal. And I had 18,000 orders, but that was on a free book, right? So that's okay with me. I mean, that meant 18,000 more people have been exposed to me as an author. And I was really excited by that. And I made back the money I spent on my promo, which is really fantastic, just by page reads and other things.
Yeah.
Sales of paperbacks, sales of audiobooks.
Yeah.
When you do a promo, you get these auxiliary sales. But a lot of my sales or orders are $0 orders because of these promos,
Yeah.
but that's okay. I'm really good with that. So right now I'm at about 50,000 orders. I would like that to go to 75,000 this coming year. And I'm at almost 500,000 page reads, and I'd like that to go to 750,000.
And I think we'll have an episode on that because I think you've made some really good points in that that we'll come back around to and have episodes on.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think the promos are a great way to go. They get you reviews, they get your book in the hands of people, they help you become known as an author. So that's really important to me. So I also want to publish a third book this year. It's my first romance. I don't know why I can't just stay in my lane and write one thing, but I can't. And so this is a book I'm drafting right now. It's an environmental romance called Tree Hugger.
You're
And
coming over to the dark side of experimentation. That's why.
okay. Love to grow my email list to
Yeah.
4,000. It's at almost 3,000 right now. And I love, I have an email list. I email people every week just with a short updates on my writing and giveaways and all kinds of different things. And it's a really great way to interact with people. And so I really want to grow that list. And I do have a stretch goal. If I can publish the fourth Jessica Watts novel, a stretch goal last year, I didn't make it. And so this isn't a big deal for me, but it's just to kind of keep me thinking, what's next? What's next? And so
Yeah.
those are my goals.
Yay. I think these are
Yeah.
great. And I think I will come back to them. I mean, because we're constantly checking in with what our goals are. And, I know as I get further into the year that I will have more smaller goals to go to the bigger goals. But, right now I'm running around trying to finish book two.
Absolutely. And it's all about
Yeah.
the strategies, the big things, and the little tactics that you put in place to get there.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. So, some people have a word for 2025. Are you doing words? Are you doing any of that? Or
I've done words in the past. I think my word last year was persistence. Um, but if I were gonna have a word, it would actually have to be a phrase. It's like, have fun. I really want to have fun with this year. I am loving what I'm doing. I'm loving the coaching. I'm loving the writing. I always want things to happen faster. I want to be a success faster. I want to write faster. I want to, but this year, if I can just take a step back and appreciate how much fun I'm having doing this,
yeah.
I'll be good.
Yeah, I wrote about that in my book coaching email the other day that I call it the cackle quotient. If I'm sitting here cackling and having fun, then I know I'm doing the right thing. I know
Oh,
I'm on the right path. And
I
so,
love
yeah,
that.
I think fun and joy are so important because it's so easy to get lost in the minutia and the work and the grind of this whole thing.
So,
Um,
do you have a word for this year?
um, let's see. I think last year my word was audacity. Um,
It.
and I think this year, I wasn't really sure. I had one, and then I promptly, of course, forgot it. But I think it's just joy, fun, just keep cackling, just keep having fun with this whole thing because it's, like we were both saying, it's so easy to get off the rails. It's sanity, maybe. But, I don't know how sane I've really been anyway before this. So I think it's just having fun and keeping going. And I think that's a really important part of this that gets lost is what's fun because we always feel like what we're lacking. We always talk about what's lacking. And, I think it's important to remember that, it's still all got to be fun
A
because
100%.
yeah,
And we want you to have fun too. So check in with us
yeah,
every week and we'll be doing something crazy.
exactly. We'll be doing something crazy. Yeah, exactly. So we hope you subscribe. We hope to see you here again soon and we'll be around here in 2025. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Maybe.